And you look in then, and there's a fairly large open space. It's quite dark, but obviously your light shines onto it. There's a lot of dust, a lot of cobwebs dotted about. There are crates and old furniture pushed against the walls. And over here, you can see about waist to chest, a waist to shoulder high silver mirror propped against the wall.
When I sense
Is that what this is?
Oh, sorry.
See, I didn't have anything for a mirror. Give me a break.
I was just gonna say, dude, when I sensed that malignant presence, was it coming from any part of the room, or is it just kind of a general vibe?
You could sense it just behind the door. You couldn't see into the room.
So I just sensed it beyond the door. I have no idea in the room where it says it. Okay. In that case, now Grox will say, I could only sense a malignant entity beyond the door, but I have no idea where in the room it may reside.
I'll toss my torch that's got the light cantrip on it. I'll throw that into the middle of the room.
Okie doke. Lights up the room very well. You can see the shadows stretch out against the walls of all the furniture. You see spiders scuttle away, trying to find the darkness again.
I do not like this at all.
Okay. I'm just checking something a minute.
You want to retreat?
Doom, I think I'm probably in this situation going to use Detect Evil and Good.
Go ahead.
So this
Yeah,
it's oh, I'll just put it into here because I don't think I've used this before. So basically, I can sense within 30 feet of my position, so I'll just move slightly into the room for this, I guess. So I'm in range of all the objects in the room. Just sense if there is a aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet, as well as where they're located.
Like a compass pointing north, you immediately sense something from the mirror.
Right. Okay, so I...
Back.
What was that, sorry, do?
Senses you back.
When you say it senses me back, how does that thing... What was that, sorry, do?
You know that it's aware of you.
So it doesn't, like, physically move, I just have an instinct that's aware of me?
Yes.
Right, okay, in that case I just say... The mirror. The malignant presence is coming from the mirror. I'm not sure if it's like the other objects we fought that will kind of just launch themselves at us, or... No, I'm not sure. This feels different. I can sense that it's aware of my presence as well.
Throw a rock at it. Smash it.
Can we see any reflection out of the mirror from this angle?
Or is it angled away from us?
I'd say it's angled away from you. I'm going to use the open tent flap as the direction it's pointed in.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 10. Fuck, I was wondering what that actually
Apparently that's a 10, yeah.
I thought that was like a pinwheel that sort of took a bite out of.
As you
Yeah,
do.
I don't know why I imagined it that way. So the actual mirror is facing away from us, right?
Yes.
Let's have a look.
By the way, you couldn't tell what it was that you sensed, by the way.
Yeah,
You couldn't
only...
it
Yeah,
was,
of the things I listed, I couldn't tell which of those things it was.
if anything at all. But you could detect it regardless.
Right, I see. Okay.
What creatures dwell within mirrors?
I'm just looking at something else, so if anyone else wants to do anything.
Finian will move in and stand beside you. Flint enters last. As he does so, the door slams shut.
Okay.
It rattles the wall around it as it shuts.
I guess we're not leaving this way.
Okay. Anything else happened to him?
Not yet.
Right. I suppose really noticing that the door slammed shut right behind me, Nagrax will attempt to see if the door will open, and if it doesn't open easily, he'll attempt to force it.
Go ahead. Roll strength.
I'll help him.
Give advantage then.
These
door-
advantage rolls tonight. What was that, sorry, Doom?
The door doesn't budge at all.
Doesn't budge. The door's very tightly being fastened quite tightly shut. I would probably say that this is the mirror's doing.
As you try to open the door, the mirror turns
Okay.
and faces
I-
you all.
As it does, can I run over and try and push it over? So it's like face down
Make a strength check.
before it gets to like turn at us.
I suppose it depends how quick the
Oh,
film's turn.
come on, this is not the time.
You don't manage to at all. And it lifts itself off the counter. It's going to push you back 5 feet as it does so. Get out of my house.
You locked the door.
There is more than one way to leave. Everyone roll initiative.
Dum 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 dum.
Finian Baboy. Down. Okay, God, this
Right.
page
If I'm
full of
moving
notes.
last, I'm going to go.
Yeah, Finian's
Opinion.
feeling confident after earlier.
My page is absolutely full of notes. How about to find space for the initiative?
Oh dear.
Actually, I also need to roll for the mirror.
Oh, crap. That is one
Pretty solid
practice
music
mirror.
actually right now as well.
I was just about to say the music literally changed as the combine counter started. That was pretty good timing.
Okay then.
You know what's actually kind of funny about all this?
Go
I'd
on.
probably say that tonight has been one of the most exciting episodes, but it's had the least viewership.
Oh well.
Yeah,
There,
Yeah.
loss.
yeah, it's how it goes.
Oh, wait, is it too late for you all? Oh, do you want to finish
I
off?
mean, I'm alright personally, so it's up to you.
I'll wait
guys.
for Elf to get back as well.
Yeah, fair point.
Could be a point to stop up.
How much longer would be after the fight? Will we continue after the fight even?
I'd probably say we need
Alright.
to stop now after the fight.
What I will say is the mirror is what you've been seeking.
This is appropriate final boss music.
A shame it won't last.
No.
Dum,
It'll literally
dum.
be over before. Yeah, well, there you go. We only had the budget for about 1.5 minutes.
Elf, do you want to continue on with this bit, or do you want to call it the?
I'm happy to call it there if you guys want to. If you guys want to finish.
I'm happy
What I will
continuing.
say is this is going to be what you've been seeking.
I mean, if anyone's happy to continue, I'll continue.
I'm
I'm
happy to carry on. It's up to you guys.
I don't like want to leave. I'm just happy to do what everyone else wants to.
Okay.
Continue it is. Huzzah!
I'm really regretting using that spell slot now.
Okie dokie, now how do I want to start this is the question.
Mirror just wants to lose its balance and shatter itself.
Symeon tried to touch it. Symeon, make a wisdom save.
No, I won't.
Oh, you failed then.
18.
Okay, you briefly feel anger start to creep into you. You feel your muscles start to tighten. Your grip on your spear shakes. But you manage to just push through it and push it down.
Oh, do not touch it. There's great evil there.
And I'm going to let it go straight to Finian then. That'll be the only action it's going to take that turn. Finian's going to look between Symeon and the mirror. He's going to run up. He's going to take a breath and close his eyes. He's going to roll his d4. Let's go back to my table.
Oh. I don't actually know if that's bad in this situation.
It is... An explosion of force breaks out from him. And with my stat page... And it seems to push back things around it, but nothing happens to the mirror. Finian, seeing this, looks a bit dejected suddenly, and then swings his staff at the mirror. $18 will hit. You do 6 damage to it.
Good start.
Just space. I've got to go up there. Okay, and that is going to be the end of Finian's turn. I'm pretty sure actually doing what I tried to do then is considered bonus action. So that now goes to Nagrax.
Okay. For Nagrax's bonus action, guess what he's going to do?
What?
No, he's going to summon the Hammer of Bonking.
Oh no.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Bonk it.
And he's going to
Bonk it.
Yeah. Okay. The Hammer of Bonking shall attack. Guessing 12 doesn't
12 doesn't hit.
hit.
No.
12 doesn't hit. Okay. Nagrax will, considering he's a fair distance away, he's going to try and use what's the spell? Sacred Flame on it. It needs to be
Okey-dokey.
Dex of 14.
It does not.
Uh,
3 radiant. Okay.
Okay, before Nagrax ends his turn, he is going to move a little bit close into the room just so he's got some... Oh, he's kind of wanting to move online with Symeon.
Okay.
Okay, and that'll be the end of his turn.
It's now Symeon's turn.
Alright, I'm not going to do much else than run up and try and smack this thing, huh?
Okay, try and smack this thing. $23 hits.
These wands, man.
Okay, you jab forward with your spear, and you bounce off the front of the mirror.
Alright. I'll action surge and hit it again.
Roll to hit. That does not hit.
Cool.
But you can't wait for multi-attack.
Right? Can't do much. Yeah, alright, there's nothing else I can do.
Okay, as your turn ends, it's going to use a legendary action. Let's grab something random. Yeah, sure, that'll do. A chair starts to levitate over here. There's another person sitting on it.
I was thinking of, like, you know, the toilet demon from Persona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, a chair starts to levitate. That's the end of the legendary action, and it is now Flint's turn.
I will cast level 1 magic missiles at the mirror.
Okie dokie. Roll your damage. Okie dokie. Each of the missiles impacts it, but it barely seems to move it. Do you end your turn?
I do, yes.
Okay then. That goes back up to the mirror's turn. The mirror is again going to be looking directly at Symeon. He needs to make a wisdom save again. You again feel anger start to take over you. It starts to creep closer and closer this time. And you feel like you might not quite make it, but you just manage to retain your senses. And then
Oh boy.
this levitating chair on the side of you is going to smack you.
Hey.
That doesn't hit. So it misses you. That's the end of the mirror's turn. For anything that animates, it will take its turn directly after the mirror, just for easy's sake. It's now Finion's turn. Finion is going to hit it with his staff and then try to backhand it. The staff misses, but the backhand hits. He does 8 damage to it. His hand bounces back off the mirror. And that's the end of his turn. That goes to Nagrax.
Nagrax, I think, is going to cast Blast this turn.
Okie-dokie.
Targeting, obviously, Flint, Symeon, and Finian. So they
Okie-dokie.
get an extra d4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Okie doke.
Bonus action, Hammer of Bonking. I think we'll just go for the mirror again.
Okie dokie.
That's 25. Hammer of Bonking is. What's this bonk? It seems.
Seems so.
It does.
Because that woofs it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but there you go. That's all Nagrax can do this turn.
And that is Symeon.
Alright.
It's the first time it's been so quiet.
He's weighing up his options, see if he has anything else he can use.
It's fine.
I guess I'll just attack it again with my spear.
Okie dokie. Give it a jab.
Also get 1d4 plus to that as well.
Meets it, beats it.
Oh, do I? Is that
You hit.
beat it? Okay.
Okie dokie. Again, your spear hits it and bounces back.
Do I get the sense it's doing anything?
You roll your intelligence. You're sure you're hurting it, but you don't know how much.
Cool. Don't believe there's anything else I can do.
Okie dokie then.
Wait, no. Nargrax, hand me one of your maces.
I mean,
think
Nagrax will oblige, but
This thing needs to be smashed apart.
when he can act.
Yeah, you have to wait till his turn to hand it over.
It's cool.
But you have your hand waiting then.
Okay.
Okie dokie. That goes to Flint.
Right, I would like to use my level 2 magic missiles on it.
Okie dokie. Roll the damage. 2, 3, 3, and 4. Okie dokie. Your missiles bounce into it, and they seem to push it back slightly, but it still seems intact.
Ugh.
Do you end your turn?
I do, yes.
The mirror starts to shake slightly. And Symeon, you get the sense it is looking directly at you, but you can't see anything in it. You see the room reflected, but you don't actually see yourself. Get out.
Can I look away from the mirror? Or I look down at the ground?
You have to specify in your turn, I'd say.
Okay.
And it will attack you. Well, not specifically you, but it's going to use a force attack. An 11. Nagrax, does an 11 hit you?
It doesn't.
Okay, then. You both feel basically pressure blow past you both. And impact the wall behind you.
Okay.
And then the little guy is going to swing in to try and hit Symeon. Nat 20. Oh, it went to -1 by accident. But still, nat 20.
No.
So actually, it's just a d4. Does 1 damage to you.
Hooray.
And that's the end of the mirror's turn. It now goes to Finian. Finian is going to do 2 attacks again. Staff and punch. Staff hits, punch hits. Oof. Punches are a lot more effective. Okie dokie. And that's going to be end of his turn. As his turn ends, he's going to take another legendary action. Grab another random thing. No. Yeah, Finian totally has legendary actions, yes.
You never know.
It's meant to be a trap there, but whatever. A knife starts to float in the air behind Nagrax.
Oh.
Previously, you hadn't seen this.
Okay.
And it's now Nagrax's turn.
Right. Nagrax would have noted Symeon wanting his mace on last round, right?
Yep, so you'd hand that over as your interaction.
Yep, I would hand that over to my interaction. Could I brandish my mace and attack, or would I just have to take my action to take out the mace? considering I've already had my interaction with Symeon.
I'd say, given he shouted in his turn, you would have been prepared to reach up and hand over your other mace, so you'll still have your main one in hand.
Right, okay, so let me just check I've still got that equipped. Because I might have swapped that back. I've used... Not really had a
It's
chance
easy
to
just
use
to
my...
get them all on your hotbar.
What's that?
Just get them all on your hotbar ready to go, really.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting to switch between my maces so much tonight. But, yeah, cool. So... I'm just about to say, the knife is quite small, I would assume.
Yes.
Enough so that I'd have disadvantage if I tried a melee attack.
Do you-
No.
What was that, sorry, Doom?
No, you won't have disadvantage.
Right, well, considering it's behind Nygrax, he will attempt to attack the knife.
Do you even know it's there?
I'd say yeah.
Actually, yeah, I was just going to say that's a fair point, but yeah, okay.
I have to pull something up 1 second. Don't forget to get this bit up. I didn't know if you actually get this far tonight. Let me type. There we go. Give me problems. Okay, I'll go in the monster manual. Oh, I was looking, I got right on the right page as soon as I opened it. Okay.
God damn instinct. 21, by the way, to hit.
That will hit, definitely.
Okay, and that'll be 8 damage with the +1 force.
Okay.
Don't think force would really do anything here, would it?
It would not, no. When you hit it, you notice that the dagger seems to be golden. It has a particular carving on it. Roll perception.
Alright.
The dagger at the hilt, it seems to have a bug wrapped around it and then trailing down the blade and stopping before the tip.
A bug?
Yes, like a centipede.
Okay, I mean, I don't think Nagrax would be able to do anything with that information right now. His bonus action, the Hammer of Bonking, will attack the main mirror.
Okie dokie. That hits.
Hooray. 10 damage.
Okie dokie. Your hammer rebounds off it.
Okay.
The mirror jolts slightly.
I will say before the end of my turn, I will just shout to Flint. Flint, there seems to be some sort of bug holding this dagger. Maybe see if you can...
It's not holding it, it's just on it.
It's just on it. Okay. I think I'll probably just mention it to Flint just because it's something unusual. Just to draw his attention to it, and then I'll end my turn.
Okie dokie. It's now Symeon's turn.
Alright, I'll shoulder my spear away and take that mace in hand and go smashing.
Okie dokie. Smash away.
Simp smash.
14.
It's also... Oh, here's a +1
What?
mace, by the way.
Oh no, I asked for your just like your regular one. Like you keep.
Oh
the
no,
+1.
I gave you the silver mace.
Oh, did you?
It's the one I had equipped, so that's the one I gave you.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
Yes,
remember,
that's
you
a-
get the 1d4 as well.
That's a 15. Then do I need to roll blast?
Roll your blast, yeah. Yep, you hit.
Straight.
Roll your mace damage +1.
8.
8.
Oh, by the way, the damage on that isn't +1, it's just the roll to hit is +1, I think.
Is it? I thought it was also +1 damage, +1 weapon.
Let me just double check that. Sorry, I'm not trying to con you out for damage.
You may be right because my +1 battle axe seems to have a +4 to damage instead of a +3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 1d... Oh wait, no, it is 1d6 +3, so... So yeah, it is +1 damage to my regular mace, but I think that calculation might be taking the +3 to account. Unless you're rolling as a 1+. So yeah, I think you're right. I think it is 8 damage.
Okay. As you swing your mace into it, you glance off the side of it. It gives a more solid thud than what your spear was doing.
I'll have to get me one of these. There's nothing else I can really do.
And that is Flint's turn.
Can I see or tell what kind of bug pointed at?
He points at the dagger.
Yeah, I just mentioned the dagger. I didn't really give much more information.
Oh, I thought you said there was a bug on it.
I did mention there was a bug on it. I just didn't really say much. It was just more of a passing remark at the end of the turn.
And then I would like to move closer to the dagger and then try and whack it away. My spear. Well, spear. I don't have a spear.
With your
My-
quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oop, wrong roll.
Ahead of yourself there. 13 does not hit.
Damn.
You got blessed, right?
Yep, 1d4.
Are you lucky? No, you're not.
So you're saying if I got 4, it would have hit?
See?
Hmm.
Who
That's like-
knows?
It's got a higher AC than the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of your turn.
I do, yeah.
The mirror's turn now. The mirror is going to... I think it's going to use its force attack. Again. It's going to do it in a straight line. Same as last time. 13 probably doesn't hit either of you.
It does not. It doesn't hit the
Again,
knife.
you feel a pressure blow past you. Sure, that's pretty much the same last time as well.
Very similar.
Then the chair is going to attack Symeon. Gonna fail. Then the knife is going to attempt to attack Nagrax. Does 20 hit?
It does. God damn it. Okay.
Make a wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Okay, you do manage to succeed in your save.
Do
You
I
briefly
feel-
see a flash of somewhere else, but it's gone before you can take in what it was.
Okay.
You can take 2 damage. And now the knife will make a second attack.
Against me?
Against you again, yes.
25?
Make another wisdom save.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Holy shit, plus 10?
Hmm.
God damn.
Manage to succeed.
Do
Take
I
4
s-
damage this.
I'd say I succeed the wisdom save. Okay.
You do, yes. Again, you just see a brief flash of somewhere else.
Right. Okay.
By the second flash, you could tell it was somewhere very open, but that's all.
Okay, I obviously can't comment on that till my turn.
The end of the mirror's turn. So it now goes to Finian. So Finian is going to do his quarterstaff and punch again. That misses and punch hits. Deal 7 damage. And that's the end of his turn. Nagrax's turn.
Nagrax will attack the knife once again with his mace.
Okie dokie. That misses.
That's gonna miss. Okay. Hammer of Bonking will attempt to attack the other mirror.
Okie dokie.
Oh, the mirror.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know. That hits.
11.
Okie dokie. This one actually slams it against the wall. It seems to have suddenly gone a bit less firm.
Okay.
As it bounces back from the wall, you see what seems to be tendrils of energy coming from the mirror, becoming visible. Sort of like steam escaping from around the mirror.
Okay.
So,
Just check there's nothing else I can do. No, you go ahead.
it's going to take a legendary action. Everyone make a dex save. You need to beat a 14.
Well,
Yeah, so he's check Finion's dex save.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't be able to make that even with the. How much did you have to beat?
14.
40. Yeah, there's no way you'll make that.
Yeah, Finion's save's fine.
I can add a +3 because of my shield, but that's still just a 10.
And you need if you. To be fair, if you rolled 4 perfectly, you would need to.
well,
Oh,
for sure.
right, bless. Fuck.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at, but yeah, you won't be able to beat it. Sorry.
Right, in that
It's what
case,
close, yeah.
Flint and Symeon take 8 damage, and you get pushed as far back away from the mirror as possible. So you actually get pushed into the knife.
You know,
I'm going
Like-
to say Rex takes a D4 as Symeon gets pushed into him.
So how
It's a
much will
shame.
that be?
Shame I didn't succeed on that.
You take 2,
No, I take 2. Okay.
but
Right.
you'll also be knocked prone.
Right. Okay.
And given you got pushed back and into the knife, it's going to take an opportunity attack on you.
On me.
I know on Symeon. Symeon's most likely not to get hit by it. No, he doesn't get hit.
Also rolled low.
How much damage am I taking? Sorry, is that 8 for me?
You took it. I've updated it on the.
Cool.
Okie dokie. And now that's Symeon's turn.
Alright. I'm going to be single-minded and I'm going to charge back forward and go bonking on the mirror.
You get an opportunity attack against you as you go from
Yep.
the knife. Actually, no, you only get 1 reaction, won't it? Thinking about it.
Because it literally just did that.
Mhm.
Never mind, ignore that then. And bonk away. That does not hit.
Even with bless, that's not going to matter, is it?
No.
Okay. Fine.
Do you end your turn? Do
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do.
you have any scrolls?
No.
Alright. Flint's been stingy.
I get 1 bonk.
Flint's turn now.
I shall cast another level 2 magic missiles at the mirror.
Okie dokie. Ten damage.
Twos,
Hey.
man.
They impact the mirror and they bounce off against it. It seems exactly the same as it was. Do you end your turn?
I do, yeah.
It's now the mirror's turn. Finion is going to have to make a wisdom save this time. Yeah, what was that I said I had to beat? I got it down here somewhere. There, 14 wisdom.
Yeah,
Finion doesn't.
not going to be that with blast either, are you? No.
Nope. You see Finion seems to be taken aback. You see him tense up. You see him strain. And nothing else happens for now. The floating chair is going to move targets and attack Nagrax.
Okay.
The 16 hits.
It does not.
Okay, so the chair whiffs. Then the dagger is going to attack Nagrax once. 19 hits.
That does hit.
Make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to save yet again. Again, you get another flash. You see a darkened skyline and nothing else.
Okay.
Attack is
Damage.
going to go against Flint.
Do I take damage from that too?
Oh yeah, sorry, I got a roll damage now.
I shouldn't have said anything like, but
Take 5 damage.
okay.
And Flint, you definitely get hit. Make your wisdom save.
Oh fuck.
Okay. You are no longer in the attic.
Okay.
I might type this out so no one else can see it. Actually, no, I won't. These guys won't be able to act on any of this information. You are in a desolate wasteland. You stand on top of a chunk of floating dead land. You can see different chunks of land floating in the distance around you. And now it's going to be Finion's turn. Finion is going to look towards Symeon, and he's going to make 2 fist attacks against him.
Do I get to? Oh no, I don't have my spear out. Never mind.
D4 plus 4. I'm assuming 21 hits.
Yep.
Take 6 damage. Oh, no, don't want to do a D100. Okay, and the Finion's turn. Didn't make the save. Actually, no, wait, D4. Didn't make the save. It is now Nagrax's turn.
Bloody hell. Okay. You just think about this for a second. Okay. I think Nagrax's turn is going to use. I'm kind of sandwiched between 2 guys now. Oh, great. Okay, I think what... Actually, I just need to double check something. Can I just ask something? Do you know the hammer attack, the spiritual weapon?
Yes.
I assume that that's a bonus action every time I attack with it, right?
See,
Yeah, okay, so just need to be...
I understand it anyway.
Yeah, reading over that seems to be the case. Yeah, sorry I'm taking so long to think about this. I think I'm going to use Channel Divinity this turn to do my 15 points of healing.
Okie dokie.
And I'll just probably say that I'm going to give... I'm going to give 8 points to Symeon, 7 points to myself.
Okie dokie.
Because I would have noticed that Flint's gone, right?
He's not gone.
I thought you said that Flint is no longer in the attic, or...
My body maybe is.
Oh, right, so you're just saying from Flint's perspective. I thought you were speaking literally, doing that he was no longer in the attic. Okay, my decision's still the same anyway.
Okey-dokey.
Okay, so then bonus action, hammer bonking will attack the mirror.
Bonk away.
Try to.
Nope.
Oh, poop. The music literally went off. Literally, as I did that.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like, oh.
At your end,
Yeah.
Symeon's turn.
Have to.
Alright, I'm gonna call out to Finian. Finian, lad, get a hold of yourself. Do not be overcome by this evil. And I'm gonna attack the mirror.
Okie dokie. Make your attack roll. That does not hit.
14.
Yeah, use
Plus
your
one.
plus.
So
Yep, you
18.
hit. Roll your damage.
And also, there is a +1, remember?
Yeah.
This can be 6.
So 6 damage.
Okie dokie. You smack into the front of the mirror. You actually notice a bit of the side of the mirror chips off. Part of the decorative fleur around it. And you end your turn?
Yep.
Okay, Flint.
Mm-hmm.
You are looking around and roll perception.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you're looking around, you are surrounded by empty landmass, floating small islands. You look down from the island you're on, and you just see other islands dotted around below you floating as well. You look back up, and you can see something in the distance, something curving through the sky.
Can I tell what it is or not?
Not with that, no.
Is there any way I can get closer to it?
Nope. It's very far in the distance. It's a shadow against the skyline.
Can I just shout out, hello?
You shout. And is at the end of your turn.
Yeah, pretty much. If I can't do anything else.
Make a wisdom save. Just basically repeating your saving throw.
Wow.
1d4.
Yep, D4. Right, you don't make it. Okay, that goes back to the top of the turn order, back to the mirror. The mirror is going to use its force attack again. How much was Billy Plus again? Wow, it's really not getting a look at its rolls for its attacks.
No,
I should have buffed it more.
I'm not going to
Okay,
complain.
Plus 10 dagger.
That tries to attack Nargrax, the chair. It fails. The dagger has one victim, so it's going to try to attack Nargrax twice. Second one hits.
Second
Make your
one.
wisdom save.
Yep, second. Definitely hit.
18. You briefly catch a glimpse of the other world again. You see Flint, though.
Yeah. Nargrax will be visibly confused by that, but again, can't really act and 5 damage to me. Okay.
And now that's Finian's turn. Finian is going to attack Symeon again for 2 punches. Neither hits. Then he's going to make his wisdom save. He's going to give advantage given the words Symeon gave him.
Yeah.
Apparently he didn't need it.
Yeah, the power of friendship.
The power of
Symeon-
anime, come on.
I mean, we are fighting to Christmas music right now, so.
The tension suddenly pulls out of Symeon's face. His hands are shaking. You notice with one of his hands is bloody, slightly. And he looks up to Symeon. I'm sorry.
You back with us, lad?
He looks in the mirror and frowns, and that ends his turn. Now Nargrax.
Okay, so let me just double thing. I think Nargrax is going to attempt to attack the knife again.
Okie dokie. Roll to attack.
Okay.
20 does hit.
And that'll be 7 with the plus 1.
Okie dokie. Where did I put the damage before for him? You hit it for 8 damage last time? I can't remember.
I think I might have. I genuinely can't remember.
I'm going to say, yeah, you did. Pretty sure that's what that number is right there. Should have made a note. Okay, you hit the knife, it spins in the air. And then it seems to kind of point towards you, but a bit weaker. It's ebbing a little bit.
Okay. Then I would probably say... Actually, thinking about this... Nah, that's going to be too far. Right, Hammer of Bonking will just attack the mirror again.
Okie dokie.
Nope.
Nope, that doesn't hit.
That'll be all on Argrak's throat for now.
Okie dokie. And that goes to Symeon's turn.
Bonk away.
Bonk away then.
Crit!
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. Roll your damage.
Max
That was
damage
one
too.
Okie dokie, so that's going to be 15 damage. Nice. Very nice.
Hmm. Can I do the shield push? Just sort of slam it back against the wall, see if that hurts it anymore.
I'll say you smash it hard and then you push it right back into the wall. And you see several more bits of decoration fall away from it.
Excellent.
And with that, it goes back to Flint. You failed your last save, didn't you?
I did.
Okie dokie. Roll perception again. Okay, 15, much better this time.
Mm-hmm.
As you look out onto the ruined landscape, you see that the twisted shadow that you see rising up into the skyline in the distance continues elsewhere. And elsewhere, as you look around in every direction, you can see glimpses of it breaking up from landmass and rising back down. As you slowly turn in a circle, you see a point where it seems to end in the sky. I'd say roll perception yet again as you come to this point. $16. You see what seems to be a giant head of an insect. But at the distance it is, it seems to be absolutely colossal. And it twists in your direction very slowly. It sees you. Hit your wisdom save.
Uh, 1d4
Okay.
if that isn't enough.
It's enough. As you look back at it, the sheer fear that you feel from it pulls you out, and you're back in the attic.
Hey.
I'll let you still have an action. But you will take it with disadvantage.
Can I see the book on the knife?
Yes,
I
you can.
mentioned it earlier, so...
It looks like what you just saw.
Hmm. I would like to cast my magic missiles and aim all 3 bolts at that bug. If I was that scared of it, it'd snap me back into reality.
Given I said you'd have disadvantage, I'm going to have you roll to hit with it. Just general hit, though.
How would I do that? Because magic missiles...
Just roll your spell attack. For each missile.
Each missile.
Yes. You're just doing level 1, so it'd be 3 missiles.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
That's
Nice.
nice.
You won't get any extra though.
Yeah, it's literally just.
I mean, it's,
Yeah.
it's 2 hits. It's
You were
fine.
doing about both at the knife, were you? But all 3, I should say.
Specifically the bug.
All right. Roll damage for the 2 that hits. Okay, as your second missile hits, the knife drops to the floor.
Okay, then I guess I'll end my turn.
Okie dokie. Now goes to the mirror's turn. The mirror notices that the knife is dropped. Why won't you leave us in peace? And it will attack again. Get right attack. That's against Symeon and Nagrax. Does 21 hit both of
That
you?
will hit this time.
Yeah.
He really liked his knife.
Both take 6 damage. And like with the AoE attack, you both get flung back into the knife.
That dropped to the
With the
floor.
knife lying.
Just about to say, it's not going to be. It's not going to be pointing up at an irregular angle.
But Nagrax, you will take 1d4 for Symeon bouncing into you.
Oh, okay. I don't know that then.
There you go.
Okay. Ow. Alright.
And now that is going to be Finion's turn. Finion is going to run in front of the mirror. Actually, no, he's just going to start from where he is. Sod it. He's going to spend a key point to use Flurry of Blows.
Flurry of bros.
Flurry of Blows, yes.
Bro!
Considering that the Power of Friendship just saved him, that's appropriate.
Are they all named Kyle?
Sure.
2 of them hit. Right, he does 12 damage. He does 2 solid hits straight against the mirror, smashing against the wall. More of it falls away. And it starts to wobble. Noticeably.
Oof.
And now that is Nagrax's turn.
Nagrax is prone, right?
Yes. Oh, I did forget actually had the finger attack. Oh well, screw it.
Can I ask something? Do you know? Can I cast a spell then get to my feet?
You'll be casting with disadvantage.
No, like a healing spell.
Oh yeah, you could then for that.
Yeah.
Unless you fail to touch yourself.
I mean, I don't think. You know what? I'm not going to go there. I'm going to do a level 2 cure wounds on myself.
Okie dokie.
Oh,
Damn.
21 healing.
So,
So I'm
almost.
full.
Congrats.
Hey, I had to do something else on 4 hit points. Nagrax will get back to his feet, and then the Hammer of Bonking will take an attack against the mirror.
Go ahead. Meets it, beats it. 6 damage. Okay. The mirror cracks.
Okay.
The crack goes all the way across the face of the mirror,
Before,
and it starts to
sorry.
shake violently.
I was just going to say, before Nagrax ends his turn, he is going to move a little bit to the side. He's probably going to, like... let me just think about it, so if he wants to attack. He's just going to take a couple of... If I took a pace to the left... If I moved to here, Doom, would I be invoking an opportunity attack?
No, you're still in range of him.
Still in range of whose side?
You're not trying to move out of range, so...
Oh, okay. So I'm basically just moving so I'm not sort of in the mirror's direct line.
Mhm.
Okay, so I will end my turn there because I can't do an attack after.
Symeon's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna stand. Yell. This is where the real fight begins. I'm going to use my second wind,
Okie dokie.
which was what again? Eight plus 3, so I heal for 11.
Nice.
Heal for 11. Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to run and smash this thing. I'm going to aim for the crack in the mirror.
Okie dokie. I'll say as you run past, you will get an option. You're not really running out of range of it, are you? So. Nah, the chair won't attack. So roll your attack. Your 4. Actually,
that's-
yeah, you'll be able to hit with the spirit with the blast
Yeah.
thing.
Blast Spear,
Yeah.
it'll make it 16 anyway. Won't it?
If you just get 1, you get the. So roll your damage. 5.
6 if there's a +1 on it. I don't know if we ever came down.
5, 6,
on
yeah.
If it has on it. And I'm done. I'm out.
As you hit it, the cracks spread more across the mirror, and a piece of it falls out. And now it's Flint's turn.
Could I pick up the knife and throw it at the mirror?
You pick up the knife, make a wisdom save. Okay, you manage to resist. You don't even see a glimpse.
Hmm.
So you're gonna throw the knife? Throw it
Throw it at the mirror.
with disadvantage.
What do I roll for that?
There's you have daggers, don't you?
Yeah.
There's throw your normal attack, just roll twice for disadvantage.
Wow.
Oh,
Why can't they both be nat 20?
I mean, why can't every roll be a nat 20?
can you apply blast to that?
It would be a roll to hit, so yeah.
If you get a
Yeah,
4,
roll a d4.
come on, get that 4.
Ah,
Oh,
No.
no!
If only the actual
I just
hit
was
had
like,
been-
yeah, I know what you're thinking, Doom, and no, don't do it.
Am I going to catch a knife in the back of the head?
That's what I was thinking.
Ow. Right, your knife lands in the floor
At
behind
2,
Symeon.
Flint.
Let's try, but
I knew that's what you were thinking, Doom.
okay. Do you end your turn?
I do, yeah.
You tried to be cool.
I did.
Yeah. You almost got yourself back to the dimension. Like, oh man.
The mirror's turn. Okie dokie. It's going to make its force attack, and it's going straight for Symeon. Actually, no, it's not. It's going to go for Finian. I keep forgetting what bloody pluses and negatives are to hit. That hits Finian. He takes 4 damage. Okie dokie, and that's going to be the chair is going to attack Nagrax. Before I forget about the chair again. I think that's a miss. That's the end of the mirror's turn. It's Finian's turn. Finian is going to make 2 punch attacks against it. The 19 hits. Finian hits the mirror straight in the face of it, and it splinters very badly, and it looks like it's pretty much about to fall out of the frame, but it's not quite there. And now that goes to Nagrax.
Okay. Nagrax is just going to attempt to attack the chair now with his
Okay.
mace.
Nope.
Yeah, okay. And then we'll also do
Mystic Bunk.
the hammer that bunks.
That hits.
Here's the hammer that bunks. 10 damage.
Yeah, you definitely get it. Okay.
This is 3
You're-
lives. 3 bosses' lives this hammer's claimed.
The mirror explodes, and everything goes white for everybody.
Oh. I mean, spiritual weapons fault.
You all start to see hazy images start to appear. You're looking at the floor, at a wooden floor. You can hear muffled sounds. As you start to focus, your eyes raise. And you're looking at a group of 3 people. And then your eyes are drawn back down to your family. Jessica, Jezebel, Damien, and Bradley are all restrained, gagged.
Yeah.
You try to move, but you can't. You see Bradley get picked up by one of the figures and placed in the center of a circle. The dagger that was used in the fight is held up in front of Bradley. It glows briefly for a second and then winks out. One of the elves pulls back his hood. He's a half-elf. You recognize him. It's Velen. He picks up Bradley by the back of his neck and throws him back against his family. One of them has to be it. Calm down. You all recognize this voice. Not of the person whose eyes you're seeing through at the moment, but from what you've already heard yourself from someone you know. There's one left. He picks up the middle child, a young boy who you haven't seen, by the neck and places him in the center of the circle and lifts the dagger in front of him again. The dagger glows, but instead of fading this time, it grows stronger and stronger, like a torchlight. You did well, Velen. This one will serve well. And with a flash of motion, he slices across the eyes of the child. The child cries out into the gag as blood starts to pour down his face, and then suddenly the eyes heal over of pure white, and the child goes silent. The elf that just slashed turns to face the half-elf, and you see the face. The face is of the executioner. He speaks to Velen. Dispose of them. With that, he lifts the child by the back of his neck and drags him away. Meanwhile, Jessica starts to scream into her gag. You start to thrash, trying to move. And then one by one, Velen takes out a knife from his pouch. This one, just an ordinary knife. He runs it across the throats of each, starting with the young boy, and the daughter, then the mother. Before walking towards you, he lifts your head. He frowns, but then smiles. Thank you. And then puts the knife across your throat. You fall to the ground, and you see red start to spill out. You try to move, you try to thrash. Your eyes focus heavily on Velen, but they quickly start to blur. You try to force them not to, but you feel them blur even more, and you see the image start to distort. The image starts to grow red, and you feel angry. You trusted him. You feel so angry. You hate him. You want to kill him. The image fades to blackness. You're all prone in the attic.
Nargrax is just kind of sitting processing what he just saw. He doesn't speak immediately.
Give them back, the ghost said. I thought he meant his toys.
Finian is shaken by what he saw. Shaking slightly.
The distrust of elves seems rather obvious now, doesn't it?
Indeed.
Filian said, Valen, we're still in Kron. Maybe we should. You know.
Doom.
I am.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I am usually against murder, but in this case, I think it's justified.
Doom. In the vision we just saw, how many people were there with the fray?
There were 3, yes.
The voice, the one where you said the voice we recognise, was it that coming from the executioner?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that the old priest guy that I spoke to?
It is, yes.
Did the third? I don't remember if the third figure just spoke.
He didn't.
Didn't.
That was Velen.
So Valen is the one who revealed his HUD. The
Yes.
executioner we recognise. Did we get a good look at the third figure? Like the height?
We didn't, no.
Would we not tell how tall he was relative to the others?
You say he was about the same height as Velen. Roughly.
And we know how
But he
tall...
kept his face hidden.
Right. So, Nargrax will sort of say, it just so happens that we know one of the figures and, well, we found Velen, or found out rather about Velen during an investigation, but that third figure, it bothers me. Do you think it's at all possible that could have been Filian?
He does seem rather hesitant to step on the ground. Maybe now we know why.
He mentioned that the dogs attacked him. Not long after... Did he say that it was not long after the incident or the hauntings began?
I think I said the incidents, but it would have been not long after the hauntings began.
Not long. It seems very odd that the guard dogs would have attacked him in particular. I mean, you could understand them attacking us, who are complete strangers to this land, but even as spectres, you saw that the likes of Bradley could be reasoned with. He still seemed to have some form of capacity to recognize people. You wouldn't think that even in death that those dogs, even if the butler didn't particularly get along with them in life, that they would have attacked him on sight. Maybe I now know why.
Shall have to question him next time we see him.
I'm not so sure we... I think we need some time to process what we've just seen. We have the rest of the day at the very least. Doom, just asking... Now, can I roll a religion check to see if I can still sense that malignance?
Yeah, go ahead. You sense residue from it, from the shards of the mirror that you can see on the floor, but they're fading.
Okay, in that case I'll say. It's like the other objects, now the mirror's been dealt with. The anger, it's still in the atmosphere, but it's fading once again.
This is much more potent than what anything else was.
I'll say.
But you can sense that this is going.
I mean, albeit far, far more potent than what we've encountered previously, but regardless, like the other objects, is fading. I don't.
Can I
Oh,
inspect
sorry.
the
Go on.
knife?
Sorry, what did you say, Flint?
I'd like to inspect this knife over here. It's play quite an important role.
Yeah, go for it.
Now, did you pick it up again?
I do.
Make a wisdom save again.
I think Blast would still be in effect, wouldn't it?
It would be, yeah.
So you can roll 1d4 to resist that.
Okay, you manage to resist it. You get a brief glimpse. You see the titanic creature that you saw last time in the distance, but the head of it seems to be a bit closer to where you were.
Do I notice anything go?
I roll investigation, by the way.
When
I'd say
the
when you look at him, when he picks it up, you see his eyes go a bit distant.
Flint, are you okay?
when the knife had me in its grip before, there was a giant bug somewhere. I can't quite make it out.
I think you should probably leave that knife alone, Flint. In fact, Nagrax will. Actually, quick question, Doom, about identify. Do I actually have to touch the objects to use it?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, that I must touch. Okay, I'll go for it.
Okay, then. You'll make a wisdom save. Yeah, you manage to succeed again.
So
You briefly do catch a glimpse of the world. You don't see Flint though this time, but you will notice that there is something in the distance. But that's all you see.
So when I use identify on it, I learn its properties, how to use it, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has, and whether there's any spells affecting it.
It is some form of ritualistic knife that connects this world to another.
This was the knife used in the vision, was it not? Looking to the others as he says it to kind of confirm if his... What was that, sorry?
I believe so.
This, despite its properties, we probably want to take it with us. Doom, do you know when I touch the weapon, if I continue holding it, like, is it a case of I touch the weapon, I see the vision as I pull my hand away, or is it like once per touch?
I'd say you've still got hold of it right now, and you haven't had to make another save yet.
Right. In that case, I'm just wondering, because I think we should probably take the weapon with us to learn more about it, because it seems quite integral to the investigation.
I'm going to look around.
I think I'll probably just put it in my bag, I'd say.
I'm going to look around, see if there's any... Is there any, like, scraps of cloth anywhere? I just tear something off. Anything.
So, I'll add the...
We are, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Good.
I'll add the dagger to my pouch, too.
Okie dokie.
Yeah,
I'd say that you were able to find cloth.
I was going to say wrap it in that, so we don't have to touch it.
Yeah, that's also a good idea.
Okie dokie. You will notice that there is a chest on the map now as well.
Yeah, I'm going to that.
Yep. Roll your investigation. This will be what ends the session.
Chance.
What you say, sorry?
Jesus, Symeon, let someone else have a chance.
Be my guest.
Oh, okay then. So, roll my investigation.
Okie dokie. Roll your investigation. Very good. You definitely wanted something good from this one, I can tell you that.
I did.
Okie dokie.
Staff of Kill All.
Ah, I wish. I'm going to re-roll that. I want some better selection than that in it. Okie dokie. As you are looking through this chest, You see a grey bag of some kind. Some fine leather shoes. A wand of cure light wounds with 10 charges.
Sorry, what was the
That's really good.
Yo.
Wand of cure light wounds. With 10 charges.
Oh wow, I was right to search this one. I say holding the wand.
I could have found that.
Impressive art.
You find several bags of coins. We'll do them in a minute.
Okay.
You find a bag of. Actually, is a better one than I've got. No, I don't. I'll reroll for some better variation. Actually, there we go. A bag of onyx gems. I'm going to say there's 8 onyx gems in there.
Nice.
You find a potion of jump. And 2 flasks of alchemist fire.
Oh my.
As well as a set of thieves' tools.
Nice.
Now, for the bags of coins, roll 4 D100s.
Whew.
It's a shame 2 of them are quite low.
Hmm.
The bags contain 205 gold pieces.
Each
No. Greedy sod.
You tried. I applaud the effort.
You know what? You can have 1 extra gold piece for the effort.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was
The one fell out the bag.
Yep.
Mm.
And now, the grey bag in particular is a grey bag of tricks.
Okay.
Actually, something that might in particular be quite useful for you. It's a good thing you searched.
I can't find the wand to add onto my equipment, by the way.
It might be a custom item. It was a war of cure. Is there any cure wounds wand at all?
I know there was a staff that I got in the other campaign, but not a wand. I remember. What was the name of the item?
Wand of cure light wounds.
Yeah, I don't see any of that in wands or stuff.
Okay, then you have to put it as a custom item in that case.
I don't suppose you, by chance you're getting the loot from Pathfinder rather than
Possibly might be
D&D?
including some of it.
Hmm.
I wonder how I'd be able to change that. Let's have a look into that for next time. Just a custom item. Wand of Cure Wounds, 10 charge.
Okay.
No roll to recharge, just 10 charge straight up.
So it won't recharge.
Yep.
Okay then.
Come on, we don't want it to be too powerful now.
God, no.
Healing on tap.
I mean, you'd be replacing the cleric.
The stick.
Yeah.
Alright, so you got all that?
Speaking of which, before we leave, I mean, I think it's highly unlikely that we'll run into any further shenanigans, but I will
Well,
use.
I'm going to say generally that this is going to be the end of the session here.
I will actually do.
Zach is falling asleep.
Yes.
No, it's fair. I mean, I just want to do a cure wounds on Zach
Okie dokie.
just before we end off, so that'll be 13. So he's beautiful.
I can't see the bag of tricks either. How would I add that?
That is an item in the player's Well, DM handbook. What if it's under something else?
Oh, I see it. Typed in bag. Bag of tricks popped up. Holy shit. Seeing what this thing does.
I've got bagpipes, banded agate, little bag of sand, bag of oh, there it is, bag of tricks.
And you have the grey bag specifically
Yeah, bag of tricks.
because you are not summoning tigers, giant black bears, hyenas, apes.
Summon a tiger.
The tiger is
Yeah.
hostile. Oh.
Bag of beans? What the fuck is a bag of beans?
Bag full of beans that explode.
I want it.
Good. A treant sprouts? Holy shit. I want a bag of beans now. Holy fuck.
So
Right,
I claim the wand, the gold, and the bag of tricks.
we can probably just divvy it up next session.
Yeah.
Aye.
I think that's probably it for now, as we say, it is getting pretty late. So let's just move on very quickly to the end of the show. So, Doom, anything to say before we end?
I need to start writing more now.
The plot thickens.
Yes, indeed it does.
This was a pretty good session tonight, I have to say.
So it's been a pretty
Well,
long
it's
session as well.
5 hours.
Yeah.
Honestly, it felt like we really had a big session before we even got to the final fight.
This is the most combat we've had in a single session, right?
By far.
Yes.
By far.
I was considering saving the last fight until the next session, but I thought, you know what? I don't think there's enough for a full session out of just the fight.
I'm
So
glad that we carried on and got this out of the way. I think that flashback sequence was a really effective way to end the session. Now we've kind of got to
It was very good.
next time. Anyway, I'm aware that time's dragging on, so I'll just quickly go through the rest of these. So here is me. I have a hat and a beard. If you want to follow me on my social media platforms, you can do so at the links I provided. And really, that is about as much as I think that there really is to say. Moving on to Zach.
Skip me, go straight to 12.
Yeah, I'll pop your socials in regardless. There you are.
Oh, thank you.
there you are, looking like you're kind of dead.
Yeah, you are looking pretty tired, so it is probably for the best that we end off. And finally, last but by no means least, Alf, anything you'd like to say before we off?
I enjoyed this session.
It was a very good.
Yeah, as I
I
say,
thought it was fun. I hope you guys that are watching enjoyed it too.
yeah, I think you outdid yourself today, Pete.
Hey.
So, with that is I think that's it, and that's goodbye from us, and hopefully we will see you all next time. To anyone who's still watching, thank you very much, and we shall see you soon.
Bye.
Have fun.
Bye.